Hi everybody, I'm back. I know it's been a minute since I did a video. Lately I've been very busy, but finally I have time to make a video. I'm off today, apparently. Um, okay, let's get started. Now in this video, I'm going to be talking about a little snowflake that's been going viral. Her videos that's been going viral. She's been getting a lot of views, a lot of shares. And she been spreading false lies and false allegations about the black community. And this snowflake that I'm talking about is Tomi Lahren. So let's get started with this little white blonde bitch. So this little white blonde bitch has been popping, the past 2 years or whatever. She got her own little page on Facebook, and she's a bleach blonde. She's a skinny little white girl. She look okay. A lot of white guys will say she's hot. You get what I'm saying? But I don't think she's pretty because, like, her mouth, what makes her very ugly. She bitches and she nags and she yells at the camera. She's so aggressive. She gets her little rants or whatever. Um, but anyways, yes, her name is Tomi Lahren. You can look her up on Facebook. I don't know why they're making this bitch relevant. She's really unrelevant because she's spreading false allegations, especially about black people. And I find to think she is very racist. And I think that people that follows her, I think they are racist as well. They have to be. And plus, on top of that, she's a Trump supporter. So that's typical. Typical bigotry, bitter bitch. But anyways, yes, this bitch, she's been talking out of her mouth, out of her mind. She's been talking out of her ass. This bitch don't know what the fuck she's talking about. This bitch has false allegations. She spreads diseases and she spread them to her viewers like they are facts. You get what I'm saying? She never had facts. She don't look up her facts. She don't do research. You feel me? She assumes that she knows everything. She assumes she knows everything about the black community. She assumes she's right. She mainly go by her own opinions. You get what I'm saying? She's not 100% right. She's not 100% on point or whatever. She like to spread lies and like to brainwash her viewers, her racist viewers, and to brainwash them. You get what I'm saying? To make it seem like she's right and stuff like that, but she's so wrong. But anyways, that's what this video is going to be about. It's going to be about Tomi motherfucking Lahren. So let's get started. So the first little rant that she had, she was talking about Beyonce or whatever. And you remember last year's Super Bowl, Beyonce, she had weared this Black Panther outfit or whatever, and her background dancers, they was wearing Black Panther's outfit and everything, right? So, and of course, Bruno Mars, I guess he was a surprise of the Super Bowl. He came out in the same shit. So, I guess this, you know, little bitch, I guess she felt some type of way about it. I guess she got scared, because she seen, Beyonce was representing the Black Panthers group. And, white supremacy, they was shaking in their little boots and whatever. They felt some type of way about her performances. And then they were saying Beyonce was racist, all just because she was supporting the Black Panthers group and she was supporting her blackness and embracing her blackness. All of a sudden, oh, Beyonce's racist. You feel me? Just because they support her blackness. And I noticed that on every single thing that, every time a black person comes out and embrace their blackness and try to stand up for their people or whatever and finally have black pride and trying to give our people love and unity and to come together, white supremacies, they feel intimidated by us. They feel we are racist just because we have black pride. You feel me? And they walk around having KKK with white pride hanging black people probably anytime and probably right now hanging a black person every single day. You feel me? But that's okay to have and that's okay to still have. You feel me? That's okay to still have. But anytime we represent our blackness is racist. Black Lives Matter racist. You feel me? With these false allegations they have on us as we racist. But it's like, okay, wow. And, they're talking about reverse racism and stuff like that. Oh, black people are the most racist.
To me, I just feel like they try to point out we racist because they feel guilt because they know they're racist and how we was treated back in the day by their ancestors. That's white guilt. But anyways, so yeah, she was ranting about Beyonce or whatever, talking about it's racist and the Black Panthers was a violent group, which was completely false. They Black Panthers was never violent. But anyways, but they have got violent at one point in time because they had to because they was defending and protecting our people, from the KKK. So anyway, she had an interview with Charlemagne that went viral as well too, with both of them going back and forth and arguing about Beyonce and Black Panthers. And in his quote, he was saying, the Black Panthers. He was trying to explain to her what it really represent because this bitch, it seems, she don't understand what it means and what it really represents. And he was trying to tell her the Black Panthers was not violent, which they wasn't. And he said that they was protecting people, and they only got violent when they had to, which was true. They only got violent when they had to get violent. It didn't start out as violence or as hate. Period. You feel me? It probably turned a little to hate because of the KKK and white supremacy, and how black people how we was treated differently. You feel me? And how it was launched and sprayed by water hoses and stuff like that. So, while we didn't have rights to vote or have rights to have nice neighborhoods or own property and stuff like that, back in the day, we had to have those type of groups. What did they expect? You feel me? It was racist as hell back in the day. It was way racist back in the day than it is now. So, of course, they're gonna have black people gonna have these type of groups for unity. You feel me? Anything a black group people make a group, I notice they say is hate. But I find that funny. It can't be hate if we have white people that's in the Black Panthers, or if we have white people in Black Lives Matter. You feel me? So any white person that feels some type of way about the Black Panthers or Black Lives Matter, they are racist. They are. You know what I'm saying? They don't even take even courtesy to go look at facts. You feel me? You can even Google this shit. This bitch is saying what she think what the group is, and bitch, you can Google it. You feel me? You know me, I'm all about facts. I Google and I do research. Bitch, you need to do your research and stop assuming what you think what things is. You feel me? But anyways, back to Charlemagne and her. So he was going on and on talking about trying to explain to her and tell her what the Black Panthers group really represents. She still didn't believe it. It was going in one ear and after the other. A typical dumbass blonde. She's in that stereotype. I'm sorry. No offense to all the blondes, but she's a dumbass blonde. She is so stupid. You know what I'm saying? She's talking out of her ass, and I think that bleach blonde is going to her motherfucking skull and in her brain because it's something ain't right. It's not functioning right up here. You feel me? But anyways, once again, she didn't believe him, and she still to this day she still believes her own opinions about Black Lives Matter and the Black Panthers. How she feels racist and stuff like that. Um, Also, she was talking to Charlemagne that Beyonce, um, well, not Beyonce, her husband Jay Z. She was saying, she was bringing him up and saying, oh well, her husband is was selling drugs, to the black community. She want to talk about, the black community and stuff like that, and Black Lives Matter and the Black Panthers and all that, but she, her husband used to sell drugs into the community. I'm like, wow, a typical white supremacist bringing up black people past, is when I'm like, okay, first of all, bitch, he's not doing it now. So that's all that matters. He's stopped. He's not selling crack or cocaine to nobody in the neighborhoods. Okay? He's not doing that now. He is rich as fuck. He is not thinking about no Tommy motherfucking Lauren. And Beyonce is not thinking about no Tommy motherfucking Lauren. Okay? You are irrelevant, bitch. All right? Bringing up somebody past is very, very weak and is very, very low. And it's typical for a white supremacist to do that and make go against black people to make us feel bad about our past. You feel me? We all have a dirty past. We all have dirty secrets. We all have done things. The point is, he's not doing it now. He's rich as fuck. He don't have to sell dope. You feel me? I love how she thinks she know how it is, in a black community. It's called hustling. That's what it's called. Something that you don't know about. while your spoiled rich white ass was probably had things handed to you all your life, honey. You don't know how it is to struggle in a black community. So that's something you shouldn't voice your opinion on, or you shouldn't even speak about. You feel me? And to bring up somebody's past just because he used to sell coke, okay? That's hustling. He had to do what he had to do. Okay, black people, we struggle. All right, we stay in ghettos. Most of our people stay in ghettos. We struggle. We gotta do what we gotta do to make ends meet. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. You don't know shit about that life, so don't talk about it because you're not about that life. Okay. But anyways, overall point, he's not doing it now. That's all that matters. He's rich. To me, this bitch is hating because um I think she's hating because Beyonce, she is a powerful black woman. You feel me? She has so many hit records. She passed so many people's records, and like she's a very, very powerful woman, and she's a beautiful black woman. And they feel intimidated by her because she's very, very rich and she's very, very successful. And I hate to say it. Sometimes I do get tired of hearing about Beyonce, or sometimes I get tired of her name even being a fucking noun. Because everybody would be saying, "Oh, you ain't no Beyonce," or something like that. I hate, when they gotta put Beyonce in every single thing. That's the only thing I hate about it. It's just like she's a verb, and she's a verb. Her name's a verb. You feel me? And that's one thing I hate about it. But other than that, I love her music. I'm a fan. And I'm proud of Beyonce for embracing her blackness. You feel me? You can't put Beyonce down, just because she want to embrace her blackness and she wants to uplift her people. You feel me? I feel like anytime a black person comes out and uplift our people, it's a problem. But they say that we need to come to, but they tell black people we need to come together and fix our communities. Well, that's a step Beyonce is trying to take. She's trying to make black people come together. You feel me? She's trying to embrace her blackness. She's fighting for her people. You feel me? And that's her right to do whatever the fuck she wants to do. She's an American. She can dress how the fuck she wants to dress, and she can say whatever the fuck she wants to say about her people and do whatever she wants for her people. You feel me? That's her opinion, and that's her way of expressing herself for her black, people, for us people of color. You feel me? So, like I said, it's just all jealousy and everything because Beyonce, she's one of the most highest paid women in the music industry. You feel me? And I just feel like she's intimidated. And Beyonce and Jay Z, they can buy her motherfucking life in that little fake ass little studio box she's in. You feel me? They can buy her life. And I looked up Beyonce's net worth. Her net worth is 450 million. Jay Z's net worth is 700 million. So you think they weren't about a motherfucking blonde bitch named Tomi Lahren? No, they not. No, ma'am. They're not thinking about you. They rich. She can wipe her ass with money while you trying to struggle in a little box, talking about people and gossiping about people and talking about black people, bitch. Anyways, like I said, yeah, she's a very successful woman. So please stop hating on Beyonce, sweetie. Stop the hate. And I looked up her net worth, Tomi Lawrence. Her net worth is 500,000. Bitch, bye. Make more money. Step your game up. Anyways, and another thing, another person she had a rant about. It was Kaepernick, the football player, the mixed football player. He's black and white, half black and half white. He was adopted by uh, white people, rich white people. They adopted him, and she got mad at him, like most white people that was in his feelings because he got on one knee during the national anthem. He didn't stand up or place his heart over his chest for the national anthem. And a lot of white people was in their feelings, especially Tomi Lahren, for her to make a little video and a little rant about him not standing up for a national anthem. She said her opinion is disrespectful to the troops, and stuff like that that actually fought. And, I looked her up because her husband's actually, I think, in the military or something like that. So that's why she probably feels some type of way because her husband's in the military or boyfriend, whatever he was to her. But yes, he's in the military. So that's why she probably feels some type of way. And she was saying it's disrespect to them or whatever. But it's like, she got to understand that's Kaepernick's right. He can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. He don't have to stand up for the national anthem. by them soldiers over there fighting in war and stuff like that. They fighting for his right to do that, to get on one knee. That's what they fought, right? For our rights to do anything we want to in America. Ain't this the land of the free? You feel me? It's crazy. So these people are tripping out for this half black man getting on one knee, not standing up for the national anthem. He's going by his opinion. He could do whatever the fuck he wants to do. He's American. This is a free country. He don't have to stand up for the national anthem. There's no rules where we have to do it. I understand it's respect for the troops and stuff like that. I understand what they did for us. But still, at the end of the day, he made a quote and he said it's not for the troops. You know, he's saying it's America, how fucked up it is, and how people of color are getting treated differently in America. And we are getting treated differently. And he said black people are oppressed. And her little question was, okay, how are black people oppressed? And stuff like that. Oh, we are oppressed because our people stay in ghettos and we can't get jobs. They're not hiring us. They got statistics on us by race. They stereotype black people. They racial profile black people. We get pulled over mainly by police. Our black men are mainly in jail now. The prison cells are about to bust the fuck open because our black men is in there for probably false allegations from white bitches for false rape. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. How the fuck we are oppressed, bitch? We are mainly targeted by polices because of the color of our skin. How we oppressed? We are oppressed, bitch. Please. That's what I'm saying. White people, they love to ignore things when we bring it out. They like to ignore it. They like to ignore stuff when we talk and point things out. They get mad when we talk about their racism, and they get mad when we point out their white supremacy. They get mad about that and feel some type of way, and they get their little white guilt, and they always like to point it back on black people about our communities and stuff like that. You feel me? They always like to twist it back on us. But they are the problem, don't blame people for on why they in their own situations. We are not the ones that's in our, we are not to blame for why we are in our situations when we are being threatened or harassed by police officers because of the color of our skin. You feel me? And we are put in a poor environment where we was forced to go back in the day. So that's why we oppressed. And another person she got on too was Jesse, if I'm not mistaken, that good looking mixed brother too. And he made a speech or whatever on the BET Awards, and he's an actor, and I forgot. I think he was on some doctor show, if I'm not mistaken. It was a very famous show, but apparently he had got fired from it because of what he said during the BET Awards. So yeah, he's half black as well, like Kaepernick, and his mom is white, his dad is black. You know, he was up there on the speech. They was also there at the time when he was on the BET Awards. And yeah, I guess Tomi Lahren, she felt some type of way about that. You know, he was, you know, basically talking about white supremacy, how they are and how black people are being treated in America, just like Kaepernick saying. So, you know, she felt some type of way about that too. She bashed him. You know what I'm saying? Um, Also, I don't know if y'all seen the Super Bowl or not. She bashed Lady Gaga as well. Lady Gaga, during her performance, I think she was going to throw shade at Trump or whatever. But I guess they told her not to, you know, because that's our president. So she couldn't say what the fuck she wanted to say. And Tomi Lahren, she felt some type of way about that too. She got in her feelings again. This girl. But anyway, she got in her feelings again. She talked shit about Lady Gaga. And she was saying that oh well, you might as well join the group with Kaepernick and Jesse and Beyonce, her Panther's racist self. You know, basically, you know, saying Beyonce. Another reason to bring up Beyonce and hate on Beyonce. She brought her up. She's saying that they should all be in that category. Lady Gaga should be in the category with all of them, basically. That's what she was saying. But yeah. Anyways, so I had found the meme and it was hella funny. It had her picture on it. And I mean it wasn't really funny. It was like real shit though under it. Um and it had a picture of her with her mouth open like with her little rants and stuff like that. It paused it on a perfect picture. Like, it was funny. But anyways, I wrote down the meme and I thought it was perfect, and you know, on what's going on in society, what they wrote under her picture. Okay, here we go. It says false rape allegations are an compound of white supremacy female culture. Almost all of black businesses owners what were launched during the Jim Crow laws were launched because of false rape allegations made by a white female. This gave white supremacist race soldiers a public excuse to launch black owned businesses who were out in the open of marketplaces and business places. So basically what the meme is trying to say, it was saying like has been going on for so long with Tomi Lahren. She's just a modern day cleaned up white supremacist woman. And it's not very it's very common that white women, every time they open their mouths, it's always something, or they always like to accuse and have false allegations on our black men. This has been going on for years. You get what I'm saying? They falsely accuse our black men of rape, of raping them. You know, like for example, Element Louise Till. I'm pretty sure y'all heard about him. It's an old story. He was a 14-year-old black little boy, African American, and he lived in Mississippi. And one day, I guess this white woman, she claimed that the black 14 little boy whistled at her, or he flirted with her, or something like that. And I guess she went back and told polices or her little white supremacist KKK, whatever. She went back and told them, and they all got mad, and I guess they beat him to death, to where he died, and to a point where you cannot recognize his identity. He was beaten so bad. You can look him up. It was very, very sad. The mom, like, she decided to have an open funeral, an open casket funeral, have the casket be open so everybody can see his face. And I find that very powerful that she chose to do that, because she wanted to show people like what's going on with our people. Like, this is how we are being treated. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is wrong. You feel me? And so now, years later, I heard the woman that accused the 14-year-old little boy. I heard just now she just saying that she lied about the 14 little boy flirting with her or whistling at her. She just now saying that. And she's an old ass lady now. She's probably like in her 90s or something like that. And she's very old now. I think she's on her deathbed. I don't know if she already died or not. But I think she was on her deathbed, and she finally confessed that he did not do anything to her. And I was like, wow. So you waited this long to finally confess that he didn't do nothing to you, bitch. That is crazy as hell. Like, I don't care if you're old or not, or on your deathbed, bitch. You deserve to die for that type of bullshit. Why the hell would you lie on some shit like that? And back in the day, how them white motherfuckers was crazy over their white women. If a black man touch a white woman, that's what I'm saying. That is crazy as hell. These white women is crazy. I don't know why, they just, that's in their culture. They feel like they just lie on our black men. It's sad, and it's very, very scary. And it's very, very crazy. Like, you just now confessing to that after all these years. I guess she's just been having that guilt, for all these years and stuff like that. But it's just like, now, bitch, you want to say it on your deathbed? That don't make sense. That's crazy as hell. Like, that's why I really despise black men dating white women. But I mean, like I said, they can date whoever the fuck they want to date. But I just really despise it because of stuff like that. It's crazy. Now, not all white women is like this. I know for sure. And I know all white people are not racist. We know this already. We hear this over and over. But anyways, it's just like, that's how I really despise that, because this happens so many times with our men with white women. And I got more examples on that, matter of fact. But anyways, yeah, I wrote down basically what the meme had said. I wrote down more about it. But anyways, what the meme was saying, like, this this it was a point in time where black people, we had our business together, we had everything together. So I'm about to read that what the meme was saying about what really happened. Um it was called Black Wall Street, matter of fact. I put there was a time um when black African Americans actually did get together and built their own businesses, institutions, resources. They were killed for it. Black Americans' unity was seen as a threat to the U.S. The USA doesn't want to see black Americans to be independent of white America. Research the New York City race riot in 1963. Research the Atlanta race riot in 1906. Sorry about that. And then also researched Rosewood Massacre in 1921, and also researched the Washington, D.C. race riot in 1919. These are all places where, at one point in time, Black Americans, we actually had own our businesses, our institutions, resources. We had our own movie theaters, we had our own restaurants, we had our own banks, we had our own post offices, we had our own like hotels, apartments, houses, businesses. There was a point in time, black people, we actually had our shit together. We came together and we had our shit. But white supremacists, they took that as a threat and they destroyed it. They launched the black people and they fucked up the whole city. Um, the one Black Wall Street, what I was talking about, the KKK, I guess they got intimidated and they made up a lie that a white woman was raped by a black man, I guess in the city, and where, black people had our own shit, our own business and stuff like that. So it gave them an excuse to go and tear down the black community. It was so sad. It's crazy. You can actually look all that up. It's a point in time where black people, we did have our shit together, but white supremacists always fucks it up. It's crazy. Another examples of white women with their false allegations and stuff like that. Bill Cosby. Y'all remember all these women was coming out and saying, "Oh, he raped me," or he made them force them with drugs. He doped them up with drugs and then he raped them, sexually assault them, and stuff like that. These women, and I looked at all these women. All these women had criminal history of drug abuse. All these women, they look like dope heads, pot heads. They look a hot ass mess, and they was all white women. What make it so bad? And they all look like shit. They look like they are on drugs. It's so crazy. All these women that accused him of rape and of him doping them up with drugs, they all look like they are fucking crackheads, white bitches. It's crazy, and I think most of them they were famous. Some of them was famous actually, and come out and said that Bill Cosby had sexually assaulted them. And I think all these bitches they got together, and I think they all decided to sue Bill Cosby for this bullshit, and just to get a check. I think that's all it is, or probably get more drugs. You get what I'm saying? I think it was a setup because, for one, Bill Cosby he was on his way to own his own TV network. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was about to own CBS. If I'm not mistaken, and on the verge of him about to own the station, here come these white bitches coming out and confessing that he raped them and he doped them up with drugs. That's really, really funny. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't sound right. It doesn't add up. All these women, I think in all it was like 7 white women accusing Bill Cosby of rape or some type of drug assault or something like that. You feel me? So I was like, wow, I think they set him up because they know he was about to have his own business. I don't know why these bitches was trying to target him for. I don't know if he turned these bitches down or he probably even fuck with the bitches. He probably just said hi to the bitch. Oh, he raped me. He assaulted me. You feel me? It's crazy. It's crazy. And but now he is free, and I think he's trying to sue the women for accusing him or whatever, which I think they should, and I think these bitches should go to jail. I don't care what nobody say. I think any woman, not just white women, I think any woman that falsely accused a man of rape or anything, they should go to jail. Point blank period. These bitches should not be walking away free. That's fucked up. They fucked up his life and his reputation. Now they fucked up his reputation of business. So now they're gonna not gonna trust him to run a business, and bitches gonna think, oh, he's gonna rape me. It's crazy. They like to destroy the black image. They love it. White supremacy women. They love to destroy the black image. These are the modern day white supremacy women. Another person that was targeted was Chris Brown. Whew. And this happened recent last year, actually. I guess he was throwing this jury party or whatever. And I guess other people brought their jewelry and he was selling jewelry. I don't know what was going on. But and he invited a few people, I guess, to come look at the jewelry or buy it or stuff like that. And the white girl that accused Chris Brown of having a gun or whatever, she wasn't invited to the party. But so I guess her friends maybe was invited, and they invited her. So they claimed the white girl. I guess she was about to steal some jewelry, or it looked like she was about to steal some jewelry, and Chris Brown told her to get out. And I think she said something smart about the jury's fate. And then he told her to get out. And that's when she claimed Chris Brown pulled out a gun on her or whatever. And she got out, and then all of a sudden, all these police and some bullshit in front of his yard the next fucking day. SWAT team, helicopters. I'm like, wow, this bitch caused all this commotion. This little white bitch caused all this commotion because she was in her little feelings, honey. That's crazy. And they was trying to force Chris Brown to open the door and stuff like that. He was making videos and stuff like that and saying like, I don't have no gun in my house. You don't have no right to come in my house and stuff like that. Is it like, it's crazy. I felt bad for Chris Brown. Like they always seem to fuck with him. They always like to fuck with our black men to make their image look bad. And Chris Brown, he was just getting his shit together. He had found out he had a daughter. He was taking care of her. She's beautiful. Her name is Royalty. She's a beautiful little girl. And I seen the change in him as soon as he had his little girl. And all of a sudden, while he's doing good, it seems like when a black man or black people when we doing good, that's when they try to white supremacy. They try to find a way to bring black people down. It's crazy. So when Chris Brown finally doing good, here comes this white bitch. She causing all this commotion. It was for nothing. For nothing. All this SWAT team. It didn't even have to take all that for one black man in the house. You feel me? And I find it funny because even if he did have a gun or not, it is his house and it's his right to have a gun. You feel me? It's his right. He can kick anybody the fuck out he wants to out of his house. It's his house and it's his premises. You feel me? So he could do what the fuck he wants to. And if he did have a gun, it don't matter. It's still his house. He could do what the fuck he wants to. The bitch got in her feelings. You feel what I'm saying? She felt some type of way and called the police on him. And they found out that it was no gun in sight. Chris Brown, he went to jail and for nothing, basically. He went to jail for nothing. They didn't find no gun in his house. And but he had money. He bailed himself out, honey. So, but this bitch walking around free. Once again, another white supremacist bitch walking around free for falsely accusing a brother for something that he didn't do. That's crazy. And oh yeah, also they had showed text messages of the white bitch texting this other white girl saying, "Oh, yeah, Chris Brown, he just kicked me out of his house." She said, "I'm gonna set him up." I was like, "Wow." And it turns out the bitch is wanted in another motherfucking state for stealing. So this bitch actually probably was trying to steal. That's crazy as hell. That's crazy as fuck. But this bitch gets away with it. Why is she not in jail if she's wanted? What the fuck? I don't understand that. It's crazy. Anyways, the last one I'm going to talk about is Tiger Woods. Everybody remember all this drama with Tiger Woods, with all these white women Just like the Bill Cosby things, they all coming out and saying, "Oh, yeah, I slept with him too. I slept with him too." It just got so ridiculous to the point, most of them bitches was lying. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy as hell. It's crazy. That's what I'm saying. You see, white women, it just that's why I despise our men dating them because the shit like that is crazy. Or even fucking with them or even speaking to the bitches. It's crazy. Because you might get to beat the hell out of, you might go to jail, or it's crazy as hell. But anyways, so those are prompts examples of the white supremacist women and their culture and the modern white supremacist women and their culture of what they do into our black community. Tomi Lahren, like I said, she's a prime example. That's what it was mainly about, Tomi Lahren. But I'm just showing all examples of what white women, of white supremacy women, what they do and how they poison black people and how they try to make our image look bad. You feel me? Just by their mouth, by opening their mouth. But anyways, since Tomi Lahren wanted to talk about the Black Panthers, this violence and all this bullshit, I actually pulled up facts on the Black Panthers and what it's really about. You get what I'm saying? Because I get facts. I don't assume what I think what is. I go do research, unlike most people. But anyways, I did research on the Black Panthers and what they was really represented for. So we can school Tomi Lahren, that bitch, the snowflake. Let's school her. You get what I'm saying? Um, okay, the Black Panthers Party original name African American Revolution Party. So that was the original name. Founded in 1996 in Oakland, California by Huey Newton and Baby Steele. The party's original purpose was to patrol African Americans' neighborhoods to protect residents from acts of police brutality. Sound familiar, right? Black Lives Matter. The Panthers eventually developed into revolutionary group that's called for aiming of African Americans um, from police brutality and from all sections of the so-called white America. The release of the African Americans from jail and payment of compensation of African Americans at its peak. In the late 60s, the Panthers membership exceeded 2,000 and organization operated chapters in several major American cities. They also started YMCA. So, the YMCA, they started that. Black Panther started that. Now it's all whitewash. It's white people. They made jacuzzis in there, swimming pools in there. It used to be where, they teach black kids you know, and help them with their homework. They used to tutor them and stuff like that. That's what the program was really about. Now it's all whitewashed. It's crazy. And the Black Panthers also fed their community. They had food and they had clothes out in their neighborhoods. They actually fed their communities. And they also had this like little gun program. I forgot what it was called. And they had guns. They was walking around with guns in their neighborhood just in case a cop want to show off and pop off on a black person. They got your back. They was protecting the community. They also clothed people. They also started the program WIC for single mothers that have WIC. When they first had the babies, they can get baby formula, cheese, and stuff like that. That was really sweet. Um, Also, they had started the free lunch programs at school where you get free lunch. That's why some people can get free lunch at school. So thank the Black Panthers for that. So yeah, that's all I got with the Black Panthers. Like I said, this bitch, don't listen to Tomi Lahren. She has false allegations. Me, like I said, I'm a person with facts. I don't play that. You know what I'm saying? I don't just assume and think what the hell I think. I look at facts and I do research. So those are the facts about the Black Panthers group. They was not racist at all. They only got down when they had to get down. They protected community and they fed their community. They started the YMCA. They started the WIC program. They started the free lunch programs. and they was fighting for our people, basically. So um, that is it. That's all I got right now. Thank y'all so much for watching my videos. Thank you for the positive people in watching my videos in the comments. Negative people don't care. I'm gonna say what I want to say. It's my YouTube page. But anyway, stay tuned and continue liking and watching my videos. Please like and subscribe. Stay tuned for my next video. Please be patient with me. Um, it will come out soon. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.